What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Instagram accounts I own and how I grew them. So let's get right into the video. So I own about 4 personal accounts and then I run about 3 other client accounts. In this video I'm not going to be talking about the clients that I run just for their privacy and yeah, I just don't want to share that with you guys. For this video I'm just going to share the 4 accounts that I own. Jack Leonard Burt, which is my personal, Breathe, which is a repost travel page, Shop My Adventure, which is a website, and then As We Discover being my biggest travel repost page. So let's start out with Jack Leonard Burt, my personal page, and kind of like the whole reason I almost have 30,000 followers and kind of like how it formed to be what it is today. So I'm just going to kind of show you from the very bottom what it took to get to where I am today. I started Instagram as my personal maybe in 2010, just kind of like when it all started. I think I wish I never deleted all of the you know, how we all did, just put like pictures of water bottles, stuff like that. We had no idea what we were doing. The first photo, I didn't have it, but I remember it was the first photo that I posted on Instagram was like a picture of an RC car, like a tiny little RC car, just on a rug. And then as I started to get into photography, because of the background I was in, which was screen printing and graphic design, I started to delete all of the other pieces of content and then just wanted to post photography on my Instagram account. So yeah, we'll just go through it. Pretty much this is the same photo that I posted on my previous video, October 12, 2014. Just kind of, you can see like I was just dabbling into like what should I shoot about, and yeah, it's getting like 170 likes, blah blah blah. Then I started dabbling into nature. I started seeing a little bit more engagement, and then went back to city because I was still in Ohio at the time, and there was like really no nature. For all of the people that are watching from Ohio, you understand. Just went out to the city like Cincinnati, Columbus, stuff like that, started shooting photos. Then I started traveling more. I got into a career where every single weekend I would travel to literally like from Chicago to Florida to New York City, and that gave me all this time where I was able to literally go to Chicago and everything. And then the day hit where LifeProof actually reached out to me on Instagram, which was like insane. This was back in the good old days of Instagram, where like Instagram was like oh yeah, Instagram suggestion. So like pretty much they would follow you and then overnight you'd get like 50,000 followers. I wasn't one of those people, but this kind of gave me the same feeling. LifeProof reached out to me. They pretty much just sent me like a photo saying, congratulations, you've been chosen through your photos to be a LifeProof ambassador. And at that time I was like fucking stoked. Like I never had a brand reach out to me in my life. At this point I didn't really think my photos were that good. I mean, they were decent. I was trying to find my style is what I was doing. And I was like, hell yeah. So pretty much what they do as an ambassador, this isn't LifeProof, but same goes for every company. They'd give you free clothes or free items of what they sell, and then your job is to take photos and then promote them online for free. Like they will not pay you, and that's the whole point of an ambassadorship. Okay, but I was like, fuck yeah, I'm a part of a company now, you know, like the whole feeling of being a part of something, which was really cool. I liked it. I did it for a couple years, and then I quit just because I wasn't making money and I needed to pay the bills type of thing. And then as you can see, I started to get into photography, or I started to get into like nature photography. This is the first time ever going out to California with a group of friends, Mojave Desert. And then I just grew into a bunch of nature, started dabbling into portraits. I went heavily, went out to Yellowstone National Park for the first time, which is fucking amazing. And then yeah, I just started hanging out. Here's a picture of me at Maroon Bells. And as you see, like the engagement's going up. So I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do, nature. And then I started doing heavy portraits. I was getting like 1, 2K, 5K sometimes. Got really heavy in there. And then at this time, I was in Utah, and then I had a girlfriend, so I really didn't hang out with girls to take their photos, which is something that you shouldn't do. As a photographer, you should just keep doing what the fuck you're doing. Moved out to here in Denver, and then I started to get more stoked on like landscapes, and just like so still kept doing like portraits. Found a few friends out here to do portraits with, doing more lifestyle, throwing in some portraits here and there, but more of like a film vibe. So yeah, that's the whole Instagram page. If you've never went down through my Instagram page, yeah, that's the whole cycle. How I guess my mind was thinking, just, you know, from randomness to street to nature to back to street to now just nature, lifestyle, and portraits. This took me a long time. I'm at 29,005 and I'm losing followers every single day. And the reason that is because, one, I don't post every day. So I post maybe 2, 3 times a month, which in the Instagram world of like trying to grow a following isn't good. I have the content, but not the content that I want to share with you guys. How did I grow Instagram? How did I grow Jacqueline and Bert's personal? Well, let's take it back from the beginning. I was in a band for about 8 years drumming, and then me and my friend Lane was like Facebook and well, he was like Tumblr famous. So we just kind of told everybody when Instagram came alive, we told everybody, hey, we got an Instagram too. You know, give us a fucking follow type of thing. You know how all that works. That got us up to 10K, and then after 10K, I got into, me and Lane actually sat at a Taco Bell, like I said in the previous video, and came up with Explore More. He didn't want to do it anymore, so I just took it over. And then kind of repeating what I said in the back in the previous video, just got with the same people, and then I grew Explore More. So I just used the same tactics as I did with Explore More to Jacqueline and Bert. At the time I was actually posting consistently because I was going on trips, and I was posting, like, I'd go hike and then I'd take the photos, and then I'd sit down at night, edit the photos, and literally post them in the morning. That's how like fast I was posting. That's how I grew. There's no like real like secret about how I grew, because it just took so long. It was like since 2010 I was just in a band, but kind of one thing I did was I made sure to keep my personal account personal. Like I think that's why it's so engaging for the people that know me, is because you know, I've took it now where I'm like, instead of writing like little captions, like I do that sometimes, like little sweet captions, to like longer form captions, like telling you guys what's going on type of stuff. I think, you know, personal accounts should be real personal, and for you guys to, you know, get to know people. How I grew it, yeah, just consistency, having a good caption, and then hashtags. Hashtags is the most important thing that you can focus on right now. For a personal account, just being true to who you are. Another thing that goes a long way is creating your pages. Creating, meaning like contrast. I focus on contrast and like dark from light. Some people do it by color. There's tons of different ways you can curate pages, but pretty much like you see on here, it just, everything flows really well together. I'll have a dark photo, and then I'll have a light photo, and then I'll have a dark photo, and I'll have a light photo. And that's the way I do it personally. Some people focus on colors, and like if they do like portraits and then landscape, and then maybe like portrait, landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait, landscape. I don't focus on any of that. I mean, as you can tell, I posted 2 portraits, but I just focus on contrast, like light to dark, because to the human eye, that looks really good. Like you don't want to have 2 dark photos next to each other. You don't want to have 2 light photos next to each other. And it's been working out for me. Kind of go with the day. Like you don't want to post a nighttime star photo or something. in the morning, and then, you know, or post like a beautiful sunrise in the evening. You know what I mean? Like, one, I post amazing photography. I'm not humble brag, I guess, but yeah, it's just having quality content. And when I hear a bunch of people say quality content, post quality content, but they don't fucking explain what it is. And that doesn't mean get a $10,000 camera and have 40 fucking megapixels, right? Half of that's true. Like, you need a decent fucking camera that has a good amount of megapixels. I mean, the cell phone takes really good pictures, and it goes along with fucking editing. Like, one thing, everybody on Instagram, I'll tell you right now, edits their photos. It's like if you don't fucking edit your photos on Instagram, it's like, what are you doing type of thing. People liked how I edited, people like how I created my photos, and then just the photos in general, and then they got to know me through my posts and the captions, stuff like that. It took a long time. Like, I'm not 110% focused on Jack Learn Burp, but it's kind of like a thing that, since I own these other big pages, I implemented what I knew from there and just copied and pasted. Like, post good content, have a story to tell. That's a big thing. Edit nicely. Get your hashtags correct. Actually use the platform that I use, link in the description, hashtag tool. I'll be making another video on that, but if you can't wait, it's down in the description. So, biggest thing on Instagram that I'm gonna always say is consistency, but also good content. It don't matter how many times you fucking post. If you have shitty photos, you have shitty photos, and you're not gonna get shit. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have good content, and you'll get good quality followers, and boom. And then just continue posting and see what works, see what doesn't. You know, like, for example, like, I'll post a photo of a portrait, gets 2,907 likes, and then I'll post a picture of this dope ass cabin that I just posted, that you guys should actually like and share to your friends on Instagram, instagram.com/JackLearnBurp. And I posted it, got 4,000 likes within like 24 hours. So, you know, clearly, like, just see what works. Once you find out what works, just stick with it. Let's move on to As We Discover. So As We Discover used to not be As We Discover. Actually, it was exceptional_pictures, and exceptional_pictures was a Norway account that somebody I know in my network owned and was wanting to sell it. So, long story short, a company that I worked for full-time wanted me to purchase an Instagram account for them to promote their services or their product, whatever. I did that. I found an awesome account, which was at the time Exceptional Pictures. It had 115,000. They bought it. I literally did not fork a penny over on the stuff. And the way I got it was I worked for them for a whole year, and just like how startup companies come and go, they let me go. So I wasn't full-time. They wanted me to stay in the team, so they wanted me to be a freelance person. And I said, whoa, like, I'm losing a lot of money here, blah, blah, blah. And at the same time, they wanted me to sell the account. I didn't want to sell the account. I wanted to keep the account because it would, so I would make back the money that I would be losing from them with this account. And I knew that. So they're like, okay, let's do a deal, blah, blah, blah. We negotiated a deal. I secured the Instagram account. And the first thing I did was rebrand the Instagram page to what is now As We Discover. The way I did that was I just created a new page, blank page, and swapped the fucking usernames and said, on the blank page, it had exceptional_pictures. In the bio, I said, hey, guys, we are now formally known as We Discover. And the reason I did that is because exceptional_pictures had tons and tons and tons of people tagging it, big companies tagging it, because this account has been alive since 2016. Kind of like snowballed from there. I let everybody know that we changed our username, which didn't hurt it that much. You know, maybe lost like a couple hundred, but we were actually at that time gaining like 1,000 a day. And so yeah, I rebranded it, met up with a designer, created a new logo. I used the tactics that I knew from Explore More. Like I said, this is a repost page, so I'm fucking around with the best of the best content and creating the content, you know, like I said, contrast, light, dark, and then, you know, if it's a sunrise picture, make sure to post it in the morning. If it's a nighttime picture, post it at night. You can see it's literally just the most beautiful photos on Instagram possible. So what that does is it's just very, very, very easy to grow a following with these types of accounts. From, like I said, I've been doing this since 2013, and this is what I live off of. And it's just, you know, you're reposting the biggest and the best photos out there on Instagram. What that's gonna do is people are gonna see that on the Explore page, and then once you hit the Explore page, it's just a snowball effect. People are gonna see that you're posting amazing, inspirational content, and they're gonna love it. I mean, who wouldn't wanna be inspired to travel and see all these pages? But the main reason why I started Explore More on these repost pages is because at the time I was starting out photography, like I showed you, and it was just very, very hard for me to grow a following. The one thing I did know was these repost pages, and you can do this in any niche, like food. You can do it in like travel, like I said. You can do sub niches like travel, but it's only portraits, only film. You can do like a food account. You can do like a meme page. Literally any type of niche that you want, you can create these things, and because you're posting the best of the best content. And you got unlimited content, so there's no excuse to not post like 2 to 3 photos a day. Now my brain is like wired to know if a photo is gonna go viral or not, which is very easy for me now. But at the beginning, I was just I found other accounts that were doing good, and then I would just take that photo that went viral on their page and post it on their page. And I knew if I kept doing that, my mind would understand why this is going viral and like what I should look out for when I pick my own content. And that's what I did. And now it's just kind of second nature for me. It's just an easy way to grow a page. And like I said at the beginning, I wanted to do this because I was a photographer and I knew how hard it was. So at the beginning, I truly was posting this content for the photographers. However, in 2019, that's not how it's benefiting. As sad as that sounds, it's actually benefiting me more than the photographer. For example, I posted a photo that had got 50,000 likes and I got like 1,500 follows from it because of the Explore page and hashtags. I reached out to the photographer and he said, yeah, I gained like extra 200, thank you. He was so stoked. But you see the difference, and the reason that is because Instagram is a platform of like short attention spans. Like they just want the best of the best content, and they want it now. Sorry about that, guys. My camera died, or no, it didn't die. It just I went over my 20-minute mark. So yeah, like I was saying, Instagram is a short attention span platform. So what you want to do is put what you really want out there at the top. And make the steps super, super easy. You know, if you want them to follow you, say it right at the beginning. Don't like write a novel and then put it at the end, because it's not going to convert very well. People are just going to be like, oh God, like they're just going to see the photo and see a huge novel and they're going to disappear and they're not going to do what you want to do. So put what you want to do at the very beginning and make the steps as short as possible. So yeah, that's kind of what I did with As We Discover. With that company that I was working for, As We Discover was at 115K. I just kept posting and posting, and then also used the correct hashtags. Like I said, I I can see what type of photos now that works. So it's just kind of like a second nature for me. As you do it longer and longer, you understand like what photos will do good on your page, and then and which won't. So from there, really it was just a matter of posting every single day, 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and then midday. And then after I got maybe like 150K, I was actually starting to get a ton of engagement, like anywhere from like 10 to 15,000 likes at a time. Then I started to really wanting to like brand As We Discover. So I reached out to a graphic designer. She designed up a logo for me, and then on to my next project with As We Discover. That leads me on to my second half of As We Discover, as well as like the other pages that I run. I started a other company. Why would I say other company? It's just called Shop My Adventure. It's a website. So yeah, pretty much what shopmyadventure.com is just a website for adventurists that like little products. I got adventure bags, Breathe, adventure stickers, camp blankets, camper mugs, nature clothing, and outdoor lifestyle accessories. Pretty much this website is a form of income for the brand. So these are like really high quality Breathe stickers. I've got the OG Breathe with the gradient colorway, the tree icon colorway. Then we got the Breathe Adventure slogan with the gradient colorway. These are the physical products I own, literally, these are it. And then all the other products that I own is called, like I said, it's a business model called dropshipping. So I go through third-party companies that are here in America, and they allow me to put it on their website, and then I get 50%. So they'll cut their products in half, so that way I can get 50%. The way I grew Shop My Adventure is just through SEO. And then currently right now, Facebook and Instagram ads kind of ties in with As We Discover, Breathe, and then Shop My Adventure, obviously. I wanted something more for As We Discover, so, and as well as Breathe, because they're just, like I said, it was just like another repost page. So I wanted to have some type of like physical items to give to people for them to buy. And these products right here, I would personally buy myself. I'm not selling you, shit fucking products. They're adventure related. They're not like, heavy adventure gear or whatever. But yeah, so I branded that whole website, put it on to As We Discover, and then I found out that a lot of people were still tagging us on the website, or not the website, on the Instagram page. So I created a other page on Shop My Adventure where you can submit your photography, and then pretty much that weeds out the people that are just tagging us for like, followers or whatever. These people are actually wanting to get featured on our account. Every Sunday, the people that use this form and upload it goes to our back end, and then I will upload your images on our Instagram account, which is really cool. Get a free shout out. Anyway, let's just go right into Shop My Adventure. Like I said, Shop My Adventure is an Instagram account, but it's a website. I grew it with SEO, like I said. I'm working on SEO right now. I'm learning it from a really good friend of mine, Cody Fletcher. From SEO to the main thing is Facebook and Instagram ads. Yes, I dabble into them. I run Facebook and Instagram ads every single day, but that's for another video, because Instagram and Facebook ads is actually one of my favorite things to do. But other than that, that's pretty much how I grew Shop My Adventure. Shop My Adventure isn't really it's like 200 followers. Like I said, all my pages are just all adventure travel related pages, but the difference is Shop My Adventure has actual products. As We Discover is a repost page involving community, and then Breathe my OG username, which is actually coming up in the next video. I'll talk about how I locked down and secured that OG username. Breathe is the only page that I own that is just a repost page, but there are some really good things that I'm going to be turning Breathe into just because of the username. I want to, this is maybe in the future, I want to be able to have like its own clothing be donated, or 50% of the money will be donated to planting a tree for better oxygen or just better air quality type of thing. So there's a whole business model that I'm thinking about doing with Breathe. Everything wraps in with As We Discover on how we grew, because there's like little micro things that you can do. As you can see, As We Discover is only following 5, and the 5 that we follow is the pages that I actually own and I want to promote, and that builds curiosity. Such a big page only follows 5 people, what? Like, type of thing. There's a reason why these celebrities do it, like Lil Pump. He only follows like 1 person, I think, for that month, and then follows another person type of thing. They want to market that person, and it actually works. I wouldn't say that's how I gained all my following with my other accounts, but that's just little micro growth hacks that you can do. When I post on As We Discover, at the very bottom it'll say follow As We Discover for more content. You can do like, say like follow Breathe for more adventure content. You can, you know, cross promote. That's the reason I have so many accounts, personal accounts that are kind of like same related. It's free cross promotion. You know, if I didn't have all these accounts, I would have to pay other influencers and other repost pages that I don't know their insights, I don't know who they are, I don't know if they're gonna scam me, stuff like that. So instead of going and relying on other people, I just build the empire myself and then cross promote, and then boom, we just share followers. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, share this channel with somebody that will benefit from it. Oh, there's one more thing that I want to tell you guys about. At the end of these videos, what I want to do from now on is I want to actually, every Wednesday on my Instagram, so instagram.com/JackLearnerBurt, I'm going to be asking you guys questions on my story. Well, I'm not going to be asking you guys questions, you guys are asking me. I'm going to have the whole little questionnaire box, and I'll be like, hey, what questions do you guys want me to answer in the previous videos? And pretty much what I'm going to do there is I'm going to upload it on Wednesday, because I'm trying to hit every single Monday with these videos. You'll just ask your questions, Instagram related, how to grow your account, anything you really want to. I'm going to answer your guys' questions at the very ends of the videos. I asked yesterday that because I told everybody I was going to do a video, so I asked on my Instagram story, asked me some questions, and I think I only got like one. I only got one from Costanza. Let's see. It's not Instagram related at all, but she asked me what is my favorite food. And I'm gonna say my favorite food is by far pasta, spaghetti, which is funny because you are from Italy. Well, not from Italy, but you live in Italy now. Yeah, pasta, spaghetti is my favorite. I love it just because I ate it so much when I did cross country. I did cross country for about 8 years, and that was like the main food that my coach wanted me to eat, so I just fell in love with it, and it's really good. So yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite food. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, I'm going to be asking you guys what your guys' questions are, and I'll answer them in the next video. Yeah. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.